Hey everybody, how you doing? It's Milton Spence here, coming to you live from the Well-Rounded Coach's Corner. I'm coming to you in a good space today, but mostly I'm coming to you from a place that I am kind of sad. The reason being is because of the fact of the gentleman who lost his life last night, Mr. George Floyd. Ahmaud Arbery, we know about him, but now Mr. Floyd. If you are not able to watch that video, do not watch it. If you don't have the mental capacity to take in another death of another person that is now national news, do not do it. Oh my goodness, the sadness that goes around the world when it comes to these topics or these things is something that rings very true in my heart and my ears, because I am a black man, but most of all, I am a black father. And it brings so much to my heart and to my mind, so many emotions that come to me. Because I want to protect my own, and I want to do for my own, and I want to be able to live for my own. I want my children to go out here and feel the the windfall of no fear, just being able to walk the street and be able to be okay, and check a look out for their environment as far as for other people trying to harm them or whatever, help them understanding how to protect themselves, but not looking at police officers, because what we teach our children from a young age is that police officers are the good guys. And as black people, we don't have a chance to teach our kids that. We don't have the opportunity to teach our kids that police officers are the good guy. We have the opportunity to teach our kids that, sure, they can be the good guy, but most of the time, our children, black children, are afraid of cops. And that's a shame, because so many of them grow up wanting to be a cop. They want to be a firefighter. They want to be that guy or that lady. They want to save lives. They see it for the purity of the position. Now, I understand, of course, as a police officer, you deal with situations that are tougher than normal sometimes. But man, to come at everybody in a certain form or fashion who looks a certain way they can't help, they're born that way, it's sick and it's demented. And it's sad. Nevertheless, it inspired this very episode about my kings, my brothers out here. And I know we don't like to call everybody a king, but for my brothers out here who are struggling to understand what the crown or what they bear, I wanted to have this episode for you. I wanted to share something with you, gentlemen, that I hope will change your life, and I hope will bring you something that is life-altering and life-changing. It's something that I can do to stir up in the community as well. I'm doing this out of honestly impromptu. I wasn't going to do an episode today, but I felt inspired, so here I am. Thank you, Lord, for that. So let's start this off. Gentlemen, you are the epitome of what it takes to be a man in these United States. You pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You go out here, you bust your behind, you work hard. Now, some of you don't, and I'm going to keep it real. Some of you don't. Some of you waste time. Some of you waste money. Some of you waste opportunities. But for those of you who are doing the things that you must do, I want you to understand something, my brother. You are loved. Look around you. You are loved. I know it may be hard to see. I get it. But anything that is worth having, any diamond that's worth digging up, is worth the trouble because of the value of that diamond. Do not be dismayed. Do not be dishonored. Understand that you are important enough. You are good enough. You are great enough to do everything in this earth and do everything on this earth that you're meant to do. You have everything within you. There's nothing around you that can stop you. There's nobody that comes to you that can stop you. The enemy that's within you can't stop you. I'm so upset because I am tired of hearing or tired of seeing not just death, but the death from within first. Seeing death of another person understands, whether we like to acknowledge it or not, that is taken away from our lineage. George Floyd, for instance. How do we know he's not tied to somebody who's watching this right now? How do I know that's not my relative somewhere down the line, or we carry the same bloodline? We feel it just the same. It's our lineage. It's the fear of us, the fear of our lineage that makes us rebel. It's the fear of our lineage that makes us go against our very nature, who we're meant to be and what we're meant to be, the power that we withhold within ourselves. Time out for complaining. It's time out for, it's time out for all of that. Because you have it, man. You have it within you, my brother. You have it deep down inside. And if you would just stop for a second and stop the foolishness and no following trends, no the music, just stop for a second, man. Get to yourself and talk to yourself and realize it's there. He's in there. He's talking to you. That little voice, that man that's within you, that boy who had that dream, that boy that saw something better, that man, he's still there. He is still within you. And you have nothing to fear, my brother. Nothing whatsoever. There's no greater purpose that you have on this earth than to fulfill why you were put here in the first place. I don't care what you believe. I don't care if you're Christian, atheist. I don't care. I don't care about that. Because everybody has a reason and a purpose to be here. You ain't just some worthless being walking around. And so you shouldn't let nobody treat you like that, and stop treating yourself like that. Don't let your neighborhood get treated like that. Don't let the people around you be treated. Don't let people around you who treat themselves like that. I don't care what race they are. I don't care what creed they carry. If you don't align and they don't align with a higher purpose and a higher calling, you're worthless to this earth. You gotta start getting into who and what you are. I'm cracking the code right now because I'm tired, man. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of hearing it. I'm tired of reading it. All the constant opinions, all the constant talking. My man, gentlemen, fellas, hear me and hear me closely. Hear me as clear as my name is Milton Craig Spence III. You are worth it, my brother. You are worth every last bit of it. Be a father to your children. If you have a father and he's still alive, talk to the man. Reach out. Go through it. Go through the tough times. You're built for it. You can do it, man. You can do all things, everything. Of course, I'm a Christian, so I'm going to say I can do all things that through Jesus Christ that strengthens me. If you don't believe in Christ, that's fine with me. I'm not here to talk about that right now. I'm here to tell you that you have a purpose, and it's your job to lead out here and stop being a dang on victim to society or a victim to whatever's pulling you down or a victim to somebody who's on your left and your right. A victim. I'm tired of it, fellas. You're not a victim. You're not a victim. Okay? Society is not happening to you. Life should not be happening to you. All right? You go out there and you take charge, man. You take charge. You're a man. Stand up. Be a man. Stand up. Find him within you. You being a man don't have nothing to do with your aggression towards other people. It's got everything to do with that fire that burns within you, that tenacity that you have, the fact that you won't quit, the fact, the will to not give up, the fact that you're going to fight through anything, tooth and nail, the fact that you're going to give it your all, the fact that you're going to die for it. You'll go for it, no matter what it is. You don't sit up here and allow your life to be taken from you, whether that be mentally, physically, spiritually, no matter what. You don't let your life be taken from you. Man, look, you don't let your life be taken from you by nobody or nothing, not even yourself. Fight back. Fight them demons back that's within your head telling you, you suck, you ain't good enough. Because what we see of you is a result of what you see of yourself in the dark. So who you are to us is a result of what you see of yourself in the dark. When the lights go out and it's just you by yourself and you got to talk to yourself and you got to look yourself in the mirror, now we get a chance to see exactly who you are. We don't have a bearing on who the hell you are. Excuse my language. But we don't have a bearing on that. You have that. I can't tell you nothing. I won't tell you nothing. I will encourage you. I will have your back. I love you, my brother. But my goodness, you got to do the work on your own. You got to get deep with yourself and stop playing around. Stop playing these games. These games cannot be played any longer. Don't give yourself the opportunity to fail no more. And if you fail going 110%. Give it at everything you doggone got. I can sit up here and tell you every failure I've ever had in my life. I can sit up here and tell you the things that are going on in my life right now that are meant to take me down or they're meant to bring me down or they're meant to hurt me or they're meant to harm me. But God dog it, I'm standing on top of those things and I'm using those things as fuel, as fire, as a way to keep me going, as a way to doggone keep fighting through it, as a way to continue to be a better man because I'm realizing something. I got one of these. I got one opportunity to use this microphone that I'm on, the one opportunity to use this camera that I'm on right now to talk to you. I got one. I don't have another chance. This is all I got. The time that I use to do this, once it's bypassed me, it's bypassed me. If I stand up right now and I collapse on this floor, I did what I was supposed to do. I use my opportunity. I use my time wisely. I use everything that I have, every capacity, every mental capacity that I have, every doggone facility that I have to talk to you and tell you something, to love you, man, because of the fact you need it. It's time out for men to stop being docile and being doggone reactionary. Man, be proactive. Get in front of it. Take control of the life that you have and the lives around you. Be the leader. Be at the forefront. Take the punches. Take the hits. Stand up. Stand up. It's time out for selfishness and being so caught up in what this woman doing or what she's saying. If that woman ain't with you, man, let her go. You try to show her you love her. You try to give her everything. You try to do this. If she ain't with her, if she ain't with it, if she ain't with your dream, if she ain't with your visions, if she ain't down, let her ride, man. It's time out. Stand up. Be a man. Stand for yourself, man. Stand for who you are and what you do. Stop giving in to the foolishness, man. If you ain't doing right by your lady, if you're sitting out here fooling around on her, if you're sitting out here giving yourself you being community penis and you doing all of this, stop. It's time out for it, man. You are a precious gem. You are meant to be more than what you're doing right now, fella. You're meant to be more than where you are. And if you don't give yourself the opportunity, if you don't give yourself the chance, if you don't take the time to figure out who you are and get in touch with who you are, it don't matter about nothing else. I don't care if you got $1 million in your pocket right now. If you are worthless on the inside, you're still worthless. I don't care about net worth. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about that, because if you can't build yourself up, it don't matter how much money you can build up. That's the problem. You chasing the dollar. That dollar ain't chasing you, man. Build your self-worth. Find out who you are. Find out what you're all about. Get to living your purpose, doing exactly what you're meant to do. And then you can charge what the hell you want to charge for who you are. People should be paying you for who you are. But you sitting up here trying to chase something that somebody else done built. Stop chasing after something that somebody else has built and build it for your dang on self if it's meant for you to do so. And if it's meant for you to be a part of somebody else's dream, well, give it 110 doggone percent. Get the best out of it. Stop making excuses. It don't matter who's sitting at the top, man. It don't matter, because that person, Martin Luther King said it best. He said, it don't matter. A man can't ride your back unless it is bent. Don't bend over to nobody. Don't give nobody that opportunity to ride your doggone back. You a man. You stand up, man. Use everything you got to stand. Use every facility, every piece of power that you got, every thought that you have, everything you got, man. You stand up. You stand on your own 2 feet. You walk on your own. You stand up that you be a leader. You don't allow no foolishness. If you see foolishness on your timeline, you either address it or neglect it. You get rid of it. Period. Don't let nobody disrespect. If I can't come and disrespect your mama, look, okay, put it like this. I'm going to talk about it then. If I can't come and disrespect your doggone mama, you shouldn't be disrespecting no other female. If I can disrespect your mama, then you should be a doggone ashamed of yourself, because I can disrespect your mama. It don't matter what she did to you. It don't matter what your daddy did to you. What matters is what you do. What matters is what you do, man. That's what matters. You as a man, it matters what you do. I could talk to women. I could do all of that. I don't want to right now, because I want to talk to the men. You're meant to be a leader. You're meant to step in front of these issues. You're meant to do this. You're meant to be on the front lines. That's what you're meant to be. You're meant to be a warrior. You're meant to be somebody who can take it. You're built solid for a reason. You're built with broad shoulders for a reason. Stop giving yourself over to foolishness and foolish behavior and foolish mindsets, and start admitting your own BS, and stand up to yourself and stand up for the things that are right. Stand up to yourself and tell yourself that you're full of it. Stop. Be better. Because it's a slew of people. It don't matter how many women. I've had sex with a lot of women. I'm just going to be straightforward. I've had sex with a lot of women. It don't matter. Because at the end of the day, regardless of the fact that I've had sex with those women, I could have laid down with that woman and not known who I was. It ain't got nothing to do with the attractiveness of me. It has nothing to do with the suave or whatever the case may be. None of that matters. What matters is if I can go to that woman being exactly who I am, then maybe I wouldn't have slept with all these females, because I would have known exactly who I am, what I'm meant to do, and I wouldn't pass myself out like that. You understand? There's value in who you are. There's value in what you're about. So you don't have to pass yourself around because of the fact you only want to give exactly who you are, the exuberance of everything that you carry to the right woman, not to the woman who's just going to take you in and pretty much just throw you to the wolves because she don't know who she is. She don't have no self-worth or value. But you don't know that because you don't know your own self-worth or value, man. So it's time out for being a victim. It's time to step in front of things and be proactive and stop being reactive. Y'all excuse me for being extremely passionate about it, but I have a heart for men. I want men to stand up. I want men to be better. I want men to take care of themselves, take care of their lives, take care of their wife, take care of their baby mama. Do it. Take care of everything. If you laid up and you had the child, take care of it. Don't matter, man. It don't matter. It don't matter. All right? It does not matter. You stand up for yourself. You be your best self, my brother. You be your best self. I don't care who I'm talking to right now. White, black, Asian, persuasion, Malaysian. I don't give a doggone. You a man, you stand up. You stand up. Lead. Stop standing back and looking from a distance like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? She don't. No, man, stop. 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 All right? So I got to come off of that for a second. But really, man, I want you gentlemen to understand something. Your crown, what you have to wear is waiting on you. It's not something that somebody's going to give to you. It's made up for you. You build that crown. You add the gems to it. And if you decide you don't want to add gems to it, then that's on you, man. Then you're just going to have the ugly crown. As for me and this dude right here, Milton, he going to build this crown up. So that way when I get my crown and I put it on my doggone head, you can be like, okay, that gentleman put in work. Your crown is a representation of what you've done. It's not a representation of just a high five. Oh, yeah, man, you a king, man. You just born into it. No, it's a representation of what you've built. Some of y'all got rusty crowns because you ain't building nothing. You ain't doing nothing with yourself. Rust can always be scraped away. You understand that? So don't let your metal be tarnished. All right. You stand up for yourself. Don't let your metal be tarnished. You get deep with yourself. You get deep down into your mind. Get deep down into your heart. Get deep down into your spirit, man, and find out what is he saying. What is that dude talking about? Because you, regardless if you want to believe me or not, you're a spiritual being having a human experience, not the other way around. So get in touch with that spirit within yourself and find out what the hell you got going on inside. Because everything, every facility that you have, deep down inside of you is calling you to be better than where you are. And my brother, if you are where you're supposed to be, you're doing what you're supposed to do, I applaud you, man. You got my hands, you got my hand clap, but guess what? Your job ain't done. It ain't over. You still got more to do. You keep going. And what we have to do, man, is stop being afraid. Hey, if I can look you in the camera, hey, my brother, I love you. I got best friends, man. I tell them, I love you, man. I love you like a brother. I love you, dog. Because of the fact I don't care. I know I ain't gay. I know whatever that cliche crap we talk about. I love women. I like women, all of that. But I know if I love somebody, I don't have a problem telling that person I love them, man. There's no restrictions because of the fact if you honestly love somebody, you don't want to hide that. You want to give them that love. You don't want to hold that love back. So do yourself and do me a favor. Okay? Give yourself the opportunity to fail. That may sound crazy, but what I mean by that is if you give yourself the opportunity, that means you're stepping into something that you can either pass or fail. Understood? You give yourself the opportunity to fail because you're also giving yourself the opportunity to pass. But you're walking. You're doing it. Don't hold back. Don't step back. Don't look back. And don't be afraid to be exactly what in the world you're supposed to be. Give it 110% and allow those people around you to benefit off of it by feeding off of not just your energy, but feeding off exactly what and who you are. I love you, man. I'm going to continue to love you, and I want you to do something, man. Work on that crown. Put the gems in it, all right? Get everything that you can get out of it, and stop being afraid. There's nothing holding you back but you. Give yourself 110% and watch what the world around you does, man. The world will give you back what you put into it, and sometimes the reason you don't have nothing, my friend, is because you ain't doing nothing. You may be going to work. Don't think, look, having a job, not having a job. I've been homeless, man. Having a job, not having a job, whatever. Having money, not having money, whatever. If you ain't putting in 110% into this life in every single facet that you can, you still failing, man. Give it 110. You ain't got nothing to lose. You got one life to live. You have nothing to lose. Give it 110% and watch what this life give you back. I love you. I'm going to continue to love you, my brother. And look, if you need something from Milton, you hit my inbox, man, or you hit my email. Everything, everywhere you can get in touch with me, you can get in touch with me. It's on my social media platforms. If you're seeing this video, you click on my name or click on my business name, whatever, you can find me. All right. And I'm not hard to talk to. So let's do this, man. I love you guys, man. Thank you for taking the time to listen to me. And most of all, brothers, work on your crown. Put your gems in it, work on it, man, and get out here and get what's supposed to be yours. All right. Peace.